interest, right? And then sales of cash equivalent, we have a loss. Then we have a cash decrease from sales of the cash equivalent. Okay, cash equivalent. Okay, and then we have cash paid for income taxes. So we have 6 items. Okay, so following the income statement. Are you guys done with those?
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Is loss on sale of cash equivalent related to operation activity?
Yes, because this is the loss here is the expense, right? That's the revenue, expenses, activities. Okay.
Okay.
So I have a quick question.
Yes, go ahead.
How do we find the sales of the cash equivalent? The loss in the
loss
sale
on
of cash.
sales.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's work on this. Okay. The cash. Let's work on this. The cash decrease from the cash sales of cash equivalent. Okay. So information here is here, right? So it said the loss on sales of cash equivalent is 6. Okay. So what is a loss on cash equivalent? You remember when cash equivalent is very, very short-term investment, right? So we invest those securities and then we sold the securities, but we have a loss. Okay. But remember, cash and the cash equivalent, they call them cash. Okay. So here, if you want to write the journals, so because we don't have that enough information, we don't know how much we initially invested. Okay, let's say initially we invested 100. Okay, $1,000. Okay, initially we invest $100,000 at the cash equivalent. Now we sold, we only got 94, right? That's why we have 6. Okay, 6,000. The loss. So then you think about the journal, okay? So initially we sold, original cost of cash equivalent is 100, okay? So we sold those 100, right? So then it's gonna decrease, right? That's why we're gonna credit cash for 100, right? And how much we received? We received cash 94, right? We sold these, we got the cash, we debit cash 94, okay? And then we have that loss. 6. Okay, that should be the summary journal. Okay, and then to support this cash decrease from sales of cash equivalent. Okay, so let me write it down here. So this item should be 6, right, and should be negative, right? So you can see if you think about increase decrease. Okay, that should be negative. Any other question on any other item? Let me just give you those numbers, okay? Any questions on any item you want me to explain? Any question?
Can you explain the cash received from customer and the suppliers?
Okay, the first 2, right? Okay, so let me explain the first 2. So this the cash equivalent sales, that everyone's okay with that, right? Okay, let me explain the first 2. The first one, cash received from customers. remember cash receivable from customer relate to our sales revenue, right? Sales revenue. So we sold revenue, we sold our item then to the customer, then we're going to collect cash payments, right? So then in the middle, we have what? Accounts receivable items, or accounts receivable accounts, okay? So you want to write a summary journal, we have sales revenue. Sales revenue we always credit, right? We credit sales revenue 1320, okay? And then we look at the accounts receivable. Accounts receivable was what was 232, right? Now by the end of the year become 220. It decreased by 12. Accounts receivable decrease. This is the assets. Asset decrease. We should go credit, right? We should credit accounts receivable for 12. That's why the cash, right, received from customer with debit cash should be the total, right? Should be total. Okay. 1332. Okay, 1332. Everyone's okay with that? Any question on that part?
How come the balance in the cash account doesn't match the net cash flow from operating?
Oh, because this is just operating. So we don't have a lot of other information about investing financing. Okay.
Okay, I understand.
Any other question? You're okay with this first one, right? Any question on the first one? Yeah, if not, we're gonna erase it. Okay, I'm gonna erase this first one. Let's work on the second item. Okay, which is the cash paid to supplier. Okay, cash paid to suppliers relate to cost of goods sold, right? So when we have cost, we always debit, right? So debit cost of goods sold. So this, I'm writing the summary journal, right? Debit cost of goods sold for 500, right? You can see 500 here. So now, relate to the cash paid to suppliers, we definitely we're going to credit cash, right? But there are two more accounts related to this. One is inventory, right? One is accounts payable. Inventory here is that it's from 450 to 440, so it decreased by 10. Inventory decrease, what are you gonna do? You need to credit, right? We credit inventory for 10, and also accounts payable increase by 6, right? Increase by 6, okay? Accounts payable liability increase, we need to credit, right? So we credit that accounts payable for 6, okay? And the cash payment to the supplier should be the balance, okay? That's how we get this so-called 484. Okay, so that is the first two situation. Everyone's okay with those first two?
Yes, we're good.
Yeah, and similarly, you can remaining, okay? So for the number 3, you want to look at the, employee, right? So you look at the salary expenses, you debit, right? Then you look at the salary payable to see increase, decrease, you debit, credit, right? So then you credit cash for the remaining. And similarly for the interest, the interest expense and income tax expenses, okay? So again, we don't have that much time to practice in class. Make sure you do your homework, okay? So we have several homework questions regarding these summary journals, okay? So then some questions, the solution is only on the spreadsheets, right? You see the spreadsheets, okay? Solution, but you already know, right? From spreadsheets, you know how to reorganize the journals, right? The summary journals, okay? They just write it down in the different spreadsheets. I guess I guess I should stop right now, so you can go to Canvas, okay, to submit the quiz question, okay, the pop-up quiz question, okay.